Welcome back to Vikings Game Plan. As you will see the rest of this journey, analyst Pete Bercich has a developing love affair with Carolina Panthers quarterback P.J. Walker, and it starts right here with this film.
The Minnesota Vikings get set to take on the 4-7 Carolina Panthers. The Panthers fresh off the 20-0 shutout of the Detroit Lions. Let's take a look at what they did last weekend and how it might affect the game this Sunday. All right, the first thing you're going to notice, no Teddy Bridgewater. They said he was ready to go, but they held him out. Now, the Panthers may just tell Teddy, take your time getting in because of this guy. Former XFL star P.J. Walker. The one thing about this offense in these wide receivers is the speed. In this case, it's DJ Moore. Lined up one-on-one, just on with the corner. And look at that, P.J. Walker with a 47-yard bomb right on the money, hits the receiver in stride, and an ankle tackle is the only thing that saved the touchdown. So P.J. Walker does a lot of things, and I think he did a very, very good job against the Detroit Lions. You're going to see here another situation. He's getting pressure up the middle, and this guy can scramble, and then decides, you know what, I'm just going to take it. And right as he's scrambling, the receiver, he sees it. He looks back, sees the quarterback scrambling. He whips around, and look at this throw. Behind and on the move, right on the money. So this guy, this young quarterback, did a really, really nice job. One of the things in the red zone, we've seen this guys all year round, right? You got the bunch up receivers. They want to make sure that Detroit knows who they have, right? You have four defenders. They try to sort this whole thing out. You've got a guy and the guy in the flat, but that corner, he has help inside here. So he has to make sure to stay outside, doesn't. Quarterback sees it perfectly, and look at the separation. This is what I'm talking about with the speed at wide receiver. They have 3 or 4 guys that can really run, and that's just an easy throw and catch for a touchdown. So, again, P.J. Walker, very, very impressive. The other thing that he brings to the table that Teddy Bridgewater doesn't, the ability to wildcat, red zone. We've seen a lot of creativity. They just try to pull that guard, full block, get him up inside, and he's not very big. He almost got in there on that one, but the wildcat itself, a whole nother type of game plan that the defense may have to prepare for. Again, red zone, right? This time you have 4 receivers right here. The running back sitting right here. This is the one play that didn't go very well. This corner for Detroit, he's doing a great job. He's splitting the route of these 2 receivers and just eyeing the quarterback. And as soon as he throws it, kind of coming from out of his vision, intercept. So that would have been a 3rd touchdown that he would have had that day had he not messed that up. So defensively, these guys are very physical, very fast, and unconventional. You're going to see in this case, they're running a true 3-3-5. And by that, I don't mean they're sending a linebacker, making it 4 rushers, that kind of, no. This is literally 3 D linemen, 3 linebackers, and then an umbrella coverage across the top. I've never seen this except for maybe college, but they decided to do it. And oh, by the way, Detroit, look, they got their big people in. They've got a tight end over here, tight end over here. It's not like they're 4 wides. So they chose to run this front. And Detroit they have some room here. You got an alley here, so they're blocking this thing up. But these linebackers flow and get around so well, they decided to chase this thing down, and what ends up, what looks like should have been a 20-yard run, ends up going for 4 or 5. Well, they did it again. So you wonder sometimes if there was a mistake, lacking personnel. But this guy right here, Yetur Gross-Matos, remember that name. Very, very good defensive end. He was questionable coming into this game. But you see Adrian Peterson takes the handoff, and what he gets is that penetration. Adrian back in the day would have taken that thing all the way outside. But he sees this flash of darkness and decides to cut it back. And that's what they do in this. They just run and pursue. Very, very tough to get there. And really, it's a run for no gain. So that 3-3-5 wasn't a mistake. They showed it a few times. Yet one more front that our offensive line is going to have to prepare for. And oh, by the way, they are very, very good at rushing the passer. In this case, a 5-man rush. This guy right here, Burns, a very, very good pass rusher. May not have heard of him, but the guy's got a lot of juice. This is just, again, a simple stunt. 2 D linemen underneath. Linebacker loops around. They have 3 rushers over here coming and just 1 running back over here to help. But the onus is on these 2 offensive linemen to pass this thing off. They don't quite get it done. And bam, get the quarterback on the ground. So a very, very good job of pass rushing. This is a very intense, very physical, and at the wide receiver position, linebacker position, DB position, a very, very fast Carolina Panther team. Whether or not Teddy Bridgewater is at quarterback, that's not the issue. The issue is, can we meet their physicality and can we match their speed?